Die Sendung mit dem Klaus. Heute, wie man Kaffee macht. Today we are at Lisa and Leon on Sumatra. Both of them make coffee. And because they are so good at that, they've even won a few prizes. But they don't make the coffee like we do at home, just brewing coffee. No, they really produce it. A damn good organic coffee. If you want to make coffee, you need coffee plants. First, they are very small, and then they grow big and get fruits, the coffee cherries. The ripe, red ones are picked and then washed here. Because the coffee cherries are now all wet, they are dried first. This takes several weeks. While the cherries are drying, they have to be turned again and again. Each cherry contains 1 or 2 stones, the coffee beans. When the beans are finally dry, the next step is to remove the hard skin around the beans. That's what happens in this machine. The result are beans that almost look the way you know them. Because the beans get very warm, they are allowed to cool down here for 24 hours. They are then sorted according to density, size and color. There is a separate machine for each step. First comes the sorting by density. The beans come into this hole. From there it goes with the elevator to the top, and then they land on a big shaking box and are also blown through from below. Through the whole shaking and wind blowing, heavy beans walk to the top left and light beans and shells to the bottom right. The heavy beans are the best. But how can we sort the beans by size? Quite simple. You build several sieves on top of each other, all with different hole sizes. From top to bottom, the holes become smaller and smaller. If you now put the beans on top and shake them nicely, the beans of a certain size gather on each floor. Finally, the beans are sorted by color. The good beans are light green, and you only want to keep those. Everything that is black, brown or reddish should be removed. In this machine, the beans fall individually past the camera. Whenever the camera sees a bad bean, it is blown off the track with a blast of air. For the machine to be able to distinguish between good and bad beans, it must first learn what good beans look like. For this, Lisa selects 25 good beans, which preferably contain the whole color spectrum of good light green beans. She then throws them individually into the machine. The machine remembers what the good beans look like, and then we can start. The beans fall down from above and come out again from below. The good ones on the right and the bad ones in front. Here you can see how well the machine can sort the beans. To make sure that no bad bean remains in it, they are checked again by hand at the end. Then everything is ready, the beans are well packed and taken to the roasting plant, where they get the beautiful brown color and the good smell. And then Klaus can finally make a great coffee.